What is up? It is Big Chart Trades back with another video, and this video is just going to be an entire back testing session of the 4-hour PO3. So if you've been following me for a while, you've probably seen that I trade the 4-hour PO3, specifically the 10 a.m. 4-hour candle, and I made several videos telling you guys how it works, but nothing really helps like back testing. So this is going to be like a really raw lecture of just showing you PO3 on every time frame and how it works so you can start trading it once and for all. I know it's a really difficult thing to get down at the beginning, but once you understand it, it really is a game changer. Again, this is just going to be a huge back testing session where I literally just talk to the camera. There's going to be no cuts. There's going to be no edits. I'm literally just doing this raw so you guys see how the PO3 works, because this is probably one of the most important, concepts to know, because this is just the basics behind how price moves. So with that being said, let's get right into the video. As you can see right here, I'm on the 4-hour chart, and let's go to a 10 a.m. 4-hour candle. Well, we can go to any 4-hour candle, but let's just go to this one, right? This looks like a good candle. Let's go to that one. Okay, so this one, it's 6 p.m. right now. Let's go to the hourly, and I'm just going to show you guys how it looks. So I'm going to go to 9 a.m. Okay, I just accidentally went to 10 a.m. Wait, hold up. Let me just go back to 9 a.m. So at this point, it is 9 a.m. Okay, what do we see here? We have, let's drop down to the 15-minute time frame. Okay, we have absolutely no PD arrays here. What time is it? This is 9:45. So we have this fair value gap that's been tapped into, or it's been mitigated. This is actually not a good day. Let me go to a different day. I want to give you a day where you guys can actually see the PO3 in real time. Okay, this would be a good day right here. Let's go to the hourly. Okay, what time is it? This is 13. I think that was a 2 p.m. candle. Okay, so I'm actually going to skip over and go to 9 a.m. Okay, at this point, it is 9 a.m. Let's go to the 15-minute time frame. What is it? 9. Okay, 9:15, 9:30. Let me go to 9:30. Okay, so this is 9:30. Okay, so this is market open. I'm waiting for the 10 a.m. to open up. Okay, this is 9:45. All right, so remember, this is the 10 a.m. PO3. So what am I looking for? I'm bearish on this specific day. Why? Because there is this. Why am I bearish? Well, this NWOG right here. So let's just say I'm bearish. I'm bearish here. So what I would do immediately, 15-minute, yeah, it's still 9:45, is I look for PD arrays. Okay, so are there any PD arrays above price? Right here, there are 2 bearish fair value gaps. There's this one, and then there is this one right here. Now, if you've seen my videos, you know that it's very important to align your time frames here. So these fair value gaps right here are on the 1-hour time frame. So I would drop to a 5-minute time frame for my setup. So now that I'm on the 5-minute time frame, it is currently 9:55. So let's see what price does. Okay, it is 10. So this is open. Okay, so right at the open, we can see that we went ahead and pulled into this hourly gap. So since this 4-hour opened and immediately started trading to the upside, I would assume that we're bearish on the day. All right, so I expect this to be an open, high, low, close candle. Now, if you remember from my previous videos, an open, high, low, close candle is actually a bearish candle, right? So how does that work? Well, I'll show you right now. So we open, price will manipulate into a hourly, or right, this is the 4-hour candle. Okay, so price will manipulate into the hourly or the 15-minute PD array. Right, so right here, this is an hourly gap. Once we align our time frames and drop to the lower time frame to get an entry, what do we need? Well, we need a sweep buy side liquidity. Okay. You need sweep buy side liquidity. We need to make an SMT with ES somewhere at these highs. And then we go ahead and we're going to need to close under this level, right? Under the series of up close candles that sweep highs. Okay. That candle closure is a change in state of delivery in which we would enter on that candle. All right, guys. And this is a complete backtesting session. So I'm literally not like, I haven't looked at this. Okay. This is just what I would do in real time. And then this would be the entry on the candle closure confirming it. So this right here. So keep this in mind. Okay. We just pulled into an hourly fair value gap. All right. These both are hourly gaps. So as of now, as of that 10 a.m. open, this is the change in state of delivery level. Right? And I can't use the replay feature on both ES and NQ at the same time. So I'm just assuming that there is some SMT at these highs. But this is the change in state of delivery, right? We swept this buy side liquidity right here. Okay, you see that? And then, yeah, so let's see what happens. Okay, if we close below this level, then I'm bearish. If we pull higher and build some structure inside this gap, then I would not go short yet. I'm not entering anything yet. I'm just speculating. Let's see what happens. Okay. Okay, we made a new high. So remember, change in state of delivery is a candle closure below the series of up close candles that swept highs. So highs were swept right here, right? These were the previous day highs, or not previous day highs. These were highs. Okay. So this change in state of delivery level is under this candle because this is the last green candle that swept highs. You see that? See that wick right there? Okay. I just want to make this extremely clear for you guys. So a candle closure under this level would be my entry. Let's see. We wick below it. Just really just consolidating here. Okay, we make a new high. Again, guys, we swept this buy side, and this is the candle that made the new high. So this is the new change in state. Guys, remember, I have not taken a trade yet. Okay? I have not taken a trade yet. I'm just speculating. I'm waiting for an entry. The reason why I haven't taken a trade yet is because price has not closed, right? Price has not yet closed below this level yet. So until then, I'm just speculating. Okay, let's see what happens. New high. Okay. And guys, the reason why the change in state doesn't move up here is because this is still that series of up close candles. If this leg makes a new high, then this is the change in state level. Let's see. Okay, price made a new high there. So this is the change in state. Let me move this a little bit. And this is the 4-hour candle, guys. So as you can see, this is a 4-hour candle. We are putting in a top wick right now. There is like no bottom wick here. So this is just another confluence. We'll see. Okay, new high. Right, now this is the new change in state level. And we also, right, we swept this liquidity, but we also pulled into this hourly gap. Okay, so this is the new gap that we're looking at, right? That old one was mitigated. So this is the hourly gap, is the change in state level. Okay, under the body, not the wick. See that? Let's see what happens. Okay, so that's the candle closure. This is where I would go short. Okay, and I would target resting liquidity. So the first liquidity I see is these equal lows right here. Wait, no, not that. These equal lows right here. So this would be the trade. Sell side right here, right? So now we had all these confluences, as you've seen. So since we had all these confluences, let me just hide this. We had the SMT, I'm assuming. Okay, we swept buy side liquidity. This is the change in state candle, right? Remember, this is that candle that would be the entry, right? And now our target would be resting liquidity down here. So let's see what happens. Oh, guys, and by the way, wait, let me delete all of this. By the way, stop loss would go at that protected high. So the trade would be right here. Okay, I'll go short right the stop loss would be at this high, and the take profit would be at this sell side liquidity right there. Let me just moving this over. That is where I would have the entry. Okay, see what happens. Boom. Right there. Trade complete. You see that? You see how all of these confluences came together? Okay. That 4-hour opened. You see how it's a red candle now? Look. Right? This is the candles open right here. This is the 4-hour candles open. Okay. So you see how price opened, manipulated higher, right? Open, low, high, close. Open, high, low, close, right? This is a bearish candle. Open, high, low, close, right? You see how price opened, manipulated higher into this hourly gap. We went through our checklist, right? We swept buy-side liquidity. We put in an SMT with ES. We had that change in state of delivery, right? That checklist, and then we targeted lows. Okay, we did all that. That was the manipulation. We caught the manipulation, and we traded the distribution to the downside. Okay, now let's go to a different example with a candle. Okay, this is the 10 a.m. candle, and there's a good bottom wick there. All right, so let's do that candle. Okay, so we drop down to the hourly. Okay, so it's currently 9. And what do we have? Well, the 15-minute. Okay. We have this fair value gap right here. This is a 15-minute gap. Remember, guys, the gaps can be on the hourly or the 15-minute, okay? So we also have this gap right here. I don't think price would come down and tap into that, but you know, it's just mark it out there just in case. Okay, so it is currently 9:45. Okay, so I am anticipating, I'm waiting for the 10 a.m. candle to open. Guys, remember, these PD arrays are on the 15-minute time frame. Okay, so the 15-minute time frame is aligned with a 1-minute time frame. So 15-minute time frame, right? 15-minute PD array, M1 execution, 1-hour PD array, 5-minute execution, right? Just remember that. So let's see what happens. This is the 10 a.m. candle just opened. All right, and immediately we trade into this 15-minute gap. So as of now, what have we done? We have swept sell side liquidity. Oh, and this is great because now I'm showing you guys a bullish example. So I showed you the bearish candle, right? Let me show you the bullish candle. So the bearish candle is open, high, low, close, right? The bullish candle is the opposite. It's open, low, high, close. Okay. So price has to do, has to do the opposite of what it did before. So price opens, trades into, right? Again, guys, this is the 4-hour candle. Trades into the 15-minute or hourly PD array. Okay. And we drop to the lower time frame. All right. And we look for 3 things. We look for sell side sweep. We look for SMT with ES. Right. And then we look for a change in state of delivery, confirming that move to the upside. Let me just highlight that. That would be this candle right here. Right. Candle closure. And then we just target resting buy side liquidity. Right. So that's the trade. It's the opposite of what the other one was. Again, since we're in the replay feature, again, I can't check ES for SMT, but I'm just assuming that there is SMT here. So what have we just done? We just opened, manipulated lower into this 15-minute gap, right? That is that PD array right there. Okay, this is a 10 a.m. open, 4-hour candle. So change in state level. Again, bullish change in state is a candle closure above the series of down close candles that swept lows. Okay, so this is the down close candles that swept lows. So candle closure above this would be the entry and, to go long. So I'm assuming here that we put in SMT with ES. Okay, and as you can see, look at this 4-hour candle. Okay, we have no top wick. Right, price hasn't put in a top wick yet. We only have that bottom wick. So let's see what happens. Okay, did this make a new low right here? No. Now we did. So our change in state level is now this down close candle right here. Because remember, these are the new lows and we swept them here. So remember, a bullish change in state of delivery is a candle closure above the series of down close candles that swept lows. These 3 candles right here are the candles that swept lows. So a closure above this level would be a confirmed change in state. Let's see what happens. Okay, we made more lows. Are we heading for this gap? You might be. Let's see. No. Well, let's see. Where did price just trade into? Traded into this hourly gap right here. Right, and since we're on the hourly chart now, okay, it would be the 5-minute. Okay, so 5-minute, all of this stuff has to happen. Let me just delete this because remember, I'm aligning the time frames. Okay, hourly PD array is 5-minute change in state. So this is the same change in state level. Okay, the only difference is we'd have to wait for a closure. So traded into this hourly gap right here. I probably would wait for a retest here just because this is a huge range. So if we get that retest, that's a good trade. If we don't, and we don't get it, but I would target resting liquidity. I'd probably like TP here or something. This seems a little bit high, but I mean, we can mark it out anyway. Let's see what happens. Yeah, so this is a huge range. But we did take out this buy side liquidity right here. So let's see if we go ahead and take out the other liquidity. I don't think we do. Yeah, so we take that liquidity and then we go ahead and do absolutely. Do we take it out? Do we take out this? Obviously, this wouldn't be a day trade. Do we take this out? Yeah, we take it out and then immediately dump. But that concludes this Po3 backtesting video. I hope that you learned from this. This is essentially what I do every single day. So if you watch this video in its entirety, you probably learned from it. I sure hope you did because there's some valuable stuff in here. Again, this is exactly how I trade every single day. I'm going to be making a ton more videos just like this going forward. But if this helped you, go ahead and subscribe. We're going really fast and I'm really thankful just for all of you being here and watching my videos. So go follow my socials if you want. But that concludes today's video. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Peace out.